Someone who knows you online meets you in real life for the first time. You're so different in person. You're quieter, less animated, slower to respond. And then you spend the rest of the evening wondering which version of you was the real one. Here's what no one thinks to ask. What if the one online is? There's an assumption so common it goes unquestioned, that the person you are face to face is the authentic one. But that assumption has it backwards. You're more yourself when the conditions allow you to actually be yourself, and for a lot of people, those conditions happen to be text. The first thing it looks like is this. Someone asks you something, and you feel the answer somewhere behind your eyes. But what comes out is half of it. Then you get home, and you open your phone, and someone texts you the same question, and you write exactly what you meant, fluently, without trying. You're expected to produce a response while simultaneously tracking facial expressions, tone of voice, body language, eye contact, and the social stakes of every word. That's not a single task. That's 5 tasks running at once. The second thing? Part of your attention is always running a background check on the room. Are they comfortable? Did that land? Was that too much? Online, that background process quiets down. You can draft and revise. You can take 20 minutes to answer, and no one sees you thinking. Your nervous system isn't antisocial. It's doing threat assessment in real time, all the time. And digital communication turns the volume down on that, just enough for the rest of you to come through. The third, colleagues who only know you from messages think you're outgoing. Friends who've only met you in groups think you're reserved. You've probably been told you're hard to read, that you seem distant. People tell you they feel like they know you from your writing, sometimes better than people who've spent years in the same room as you. The first route is this. When you're in a room with people, that processing doesn't pause. You're reading everyone. Online, the channel count drops. You get one input at a time, and suddenly there's bandwidth left over for you to actually think. The second route? Some people think out loud. The talking is the thinking. You're not like that. You form thoughts in layers. In conversation, that beat looks like silence, and silence in real time reads as uncertainty, or coldness, or disinterest. Text gives you the beat back. And when you have it, what you produce is completely different from what comes out under pressure. And the third route? In person, proximity is imposed. Eye contact is expected. The social contract requires a level of exposure that doesn't have an opt-out. Online, you control the aperture. You can go deep with one person and stay surface with another. That's not manipulation. That's calibration. So here's what to do with all of that. You are not defective in person. You are not performing online. Both are real. They just require different conditions. A musician who plays better in a quiet room than on a stage isn't less talented. The talent is the same. The room changes what's possible. The second thing, I'm better in text than in person. That's a complete sentence. You don't have to apologize for it or explain it. You can just say it. The people worth keeping won't need you to be different. They'll just need to know how you work. And the third, when you're nervous about a conversation, message first. When you want someone to understand something important, write it. You're not avoiding connection. You're taking the route that actually gets you there. The goal is to build relationships where the real you, the one who shows up in text at 11 at night, gets to exist. The version of you that comes alive in messages isn't a mask. It's not a character. It's you, in the conditions that let you be you. You don't owe anyone a performance. You owe them the real thing. And for you, the real thing needs a little time, a little space, and sometimes a keyboard. That's not a limitation. That's just how you're built. If this explains something you've never had words for, share it with someone who needs to hear it. This is still psychology. And if you want to keep going, the next video is already waiting for you. See you there. Still psychology.